Hi, Big Jim on Lucille Marie. I'm going to show you a little slice of life for a Midwestern sailor. So here's Clara on her cradle. As you can see, she's got a cover. I made the cover myself last winter. I've got the ladder tied to the tow rail because we have a little issue there because since the tow rail is aluminum and the ladder's aluminum and there's a curve there, the ladder doesn't like to stay on the tow rail because there's a slight angle there, and when my weight gets on the ladder, it sometimes likes to slide off. And one time I was hanging by my fingernails trying to get the ladder to come back because it was actually going to fall. Luckily it didn't fall. I was able to wrestle it back to vertical, and then I was able to get the get back on the boat. From that point on, I decided I'm going to tie the ladder on the tow rail just to make sure. I'm going to go over here. Now, I have the boat plugged in at the moment, and looks like it was plugged in overnight, which is not always is not recommended by the boatyard. So hopefully they won't watch this video. But as spring starts arriving, I don't take my batteries off as most people recommend. I've been leaving them on the boat for the last 3 years over the winter, but every time I'm on the boat I charge the batteries and they seem to be fine. It's not the best thing for a lead acid battery to be left in the cold, but I'm lazy and I leave them on the boat. So now I'm going to show you the life of a Midwestern sailor. We've got to get on the boat and let's do it. It's going to be fun climbing with one hand. Now the reason why I'm going up on the side instead of on the stern is because when I made my tarp, I sewed various tie downs into the material. And lovely. And when I did the tie downs, I was a little too close to the zipper on the stern. So in order to get the cover, or to get the cover open, to get in the boat, there we go. It's a little too tight to get in the stern. So here you see the stern. I also sewed these flaps here to hold on to the tarp so that it's connected to the pulpit. A lot of boats make the tarp go under the lifelines and life rails, or the pulpit. I decided to put mine above the or around the outside of it, because use the pulpit as a anchor point, and it worked really well this year. So we'll see how well it does over the course of the history of this tarp. Anyways, so I'm on the boat here, as you can see, pretty far up. I think we're at least 13 feet above the ground. Anyways, my string came off my zipper. That's another little tip I have, is make sure you put a come along on your zipper tab, and that way it's easier to pull and open the tarp. Then as we get inside the boat, as you can see, we're completely covered. I've built a wooden A-frame. A lot of people just use the boom, but since my boom doesn't come all the way to the stern, doesn't even come to the back shroud, it doesn't really offer the amount of support I wanted for the tarp. If I left it, if I used just the boom, I would probably have to, end the tarp at the boom and then bring it down at a dramatic angle to the stern, and that wouldn't be very helpful in shedding snow in the wintertime, because the angle would not be very strong or very great. Anyway, so here we are on top of the boat. Today we're putting on the hatch lens, and hopefully that will can be done very quickly. and then I can get on with the other work. Now, I've got to warm up the caulk again because I had it nice and warm yesterday, but I couldn't finish before 5 o'clock. Today I'm going to try to get out of here earlier, but I'm going to actually finish the insulation on the fore cabin, and then we'll once we get the new Dow 795 warmed up, I'll then apply it to the hatch. I've got to tape it up, make it look nice, make sure. I'm going to try to take my time. As you might know, I like to rush things. I like to do things quickly, get them done, and then when I rush, they don't get done the correct way. So I make a lot of tiny little mistakes and have to do things twice because I rush. So anyways, that's the plan for today. We'll bring you back in a few minutes once I get everything set up, and I'll talk to you soon.